You won't believe what's about to happen. This is the last time I'm in my Ford Fiesta, but today I also get my dream car. Goodbye. Oh my god. Now you know what? I actually didn't think it was this big. No, I love the red button. Guys, I am in my car. Like, shut the front door. Like, this is my car. I'm going home with my car. We're driving it home. Okay, I'm gonna say bye to my, saying bye to my lovely Ford Fiesta. Goodbye. I had to keep this a secret from you guys because there's so many things that have been going on in my life that just weren't happening, and I was just like, I'm getting this car. I'm literally getting this car and nothing will stop me from getting this car. So I woke up one Saturday and I decided I'm gonna get this car. So mind you, I did not do like an impulse purchase. I have been looking at cars for years, and the past year, past beginning of the year, and at the beginning of the year, I was kind of like looking at things, speaking to my accountant, like, can I afford this car? Like, what can I afford? Because I didn't want to make a crazy purchase. So I have been looking at getting a car for a while. Reason why I didn't get a new car soon enough is because I say that I don't have a sentimental value for my Ford Fiesta, but I think I did. And I felt like for so long I've been telling even my sisters, like, yeah, I'm gonna upgrade a car. Like every year it's like, yeah, I'm gonna buy this car, I'm gonna buy this car, and I just never buy it. I literally never buy it. But it's because I have moved to 5-6 places with my car. It was my first ever car that I bought when I passed my my driving test. Like, I was living outside of Birmingham and I needed a car. So I went back to Leicester and went into the Ford dealership with my mom, and you will be surprised. Yes, I've been driving a freaking red car for the past 6 years. It's not even my taste, but it was my first car, and I was like, I honestly don't care. I just want a car that will get me around, will not give me any issues, and that's what that car's done for me the past 6 years. It's honestly been incredible. If you guys are looking for a really nice fast car, I would definitely recommend the Ford Fiesta Zetec, because I kid you not, it's given me no issues, literally no issues, except for like changing like the battery, which dies out every 3 years anyways, but it has literally been the best car. Now, the other thing, when I went to the dealership, I knew that I was gonna swap out my Ford Fiesta with this car, but I actually, when I was swapping it out and I was like kind of giving all the paperwork away, it was so weird that I had no like feeling. I was just so numb. I was just like, why am I feeling this way? I thought I was gonna like, I'm a crier, so I thought I was gonna sit down and literally cry in my car, like, fuck, I'm giving it away, excuse my French. But I literally thought I was like going to have this feeling. But when I gave it away, it was just kind of like, I think for me, it felt like it was time. Like, it was time to move on. I just had this feeling in me that I can't have an expensive car, or like, I was scared, like, you know, I'll buy an expensive car and I'll be broke tomorrow. I don't know, like, there's just so many things in my head that I didn't. And the reason why I feel like I hadn't upgraded my car for so many years is because I had this feeling with my car. Like, I've been through so many things with my car. I've moved 5 places with my car. I've moved from Birmingham to Leicester from Leicester to London, and all across London, every place that I've lived with, I've moved with that car. Like, that car means so much to me. It's been with me throughout all the journeys of my life, and just giving it away like that just never really felt like something that I wanted to do. But then I woke up, literally, I don't know what came into me, but I woke up one day and I was just like, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna buy my car. And I did it. And when I exchanged my car, I really did feel like it was just a new chapter in my life, and it was time to part ways. Oh my God, I'm getting this weird feeling in me right now. But it really felt like, it's okay, Flora, like you can move on, like you can actually have a good car and it's okay. And that brings me to my new car. The reason why I went for a Mercedes instead of a Porsche, because I think a lot of you know that my dream car has been a Porsche Cayenne. I think I posted it on my story quite a few times, and I have been speaking about it in my previous vlogs, that my dream car is a Porsche Cayenne. I even had it on my goals, like it was a Porsche Cayenne. Like in my head, it was going to be a Porsche Cayenne. Like if I was to upgrade from my car, it would have been a Porsche Cayenne. But reason why I didn't go for Porsche, actually it's called Porsche, not Porsche, but I'm just gonna say Porsche because that's just what I'm used to saying. The reason why I didn't go for a Porsche is because, one, I wanted an electric car. So the Mercedes, I got the Mercedes EQE SUV. It's fully electric. I wanted a fully electric car. One, because I'm always in Central. I live in London. The ULEZ expansion has basically gone out till the outskirts of London. It's not something that affects me. Actually, the Ford Fiesta is ULEZ, emission, which is great. But going to Central with an electric car is basically don't need to pay for anything. So for me, I wanted an electric car because of that reason. If you guys don't know, I actually looked at the Porsche Macan. The Porsche Macan is getting released this year, but no one knows when it's getting released. And I was thinking, if it did get released, Porsche has their clientele that they give first. They won't give me first. I'm not a Porsche customer, so they wouldn't, they wouldn't give it to me first. By the time I go through the whole process of ordering the car, ordering the spec that I want, it would have probably been a year until I get the car. So hence why I didn't go for the Porsche, but I went for the Mercedes. There is that thing, when you want something, you see more of it. And that's what I kept on seeing every time I drove around. So when I woke up that Saturday morning, I went to the Mercedes dealership and I was like, I want to test drive one of your cars, the SUVs. I wanted to actually test drive the GLA, and then the guy there was like, actually, we've got this new spec. It's a fully electric. When I first started, I initially wanted hybrid because I wanted the leeway of being able to drive in petrol or diesel and also have electric and not constantly relying on electric, because I didn't know how reliable it is. Obviously electric cars are just new and I feel like we're still kind of testing, so I was kind of scared that if I got an electric car, I'll break down in a highway or something, like I didn't know how advanced the electric world of cars is. So when I went in, I test drove the Mercedes EQE, which is what I ended up getting. And as soon as I got out of that car, I was like, I want this car. This is my car. And I think the salesman made the quickest sale he's ever done in history. Because we got in after test driving it and I was like, yeah, so let's start the paperwork, like I want this car. It has honestly been a dream come true getting this car. When I picked up the car and I drove it home, actually what's funny, I got in the car with a guy who was like showing me everything like you do. We were in that little showroom. He was showing me everything, like how I, plug in the electric charge. He basically showed me just the basics, because there's so much things about this car that I still don't know, and I'm still learning. So if you guys know anything about cars and the Mercedes EQE, let me know down below. Let me know all the secrets, because I feel like there are so many things that I still need to learn. But anyways, when he was showing me like all the specs and stuff, so as soon as I parked my car next to my Ford Fiesta, basically like giving it away, I was about going in with him. I was literally going back in the dealership with him, and he was like, Flora, you could go home, like it's your car, like you can go home. And it just didn't sink in for me, because I was like, this is my car. Like, what? This is actually my car. It's actually crazy to think that 6 years ago, there was a time where I couldn't actually afford my Ford Fiesta. And 6 years on, that I'm able to afford something like this is honestly crazy. And I do want to say a massive thank you to any of you guys that, you know, support me, continue to watch my channel, support me on Instagram, TikTok. It really, really means the world to me. Oh my God, I'm gonna start crying. Honestly, I could not have imagined having a car like this from the decision I made years ago to start social media. It really, really does mean a lot to me. Like, this has been a dream in my goals that I never actually thought I'd ever achieve, and to have achieved it is honestly crazy. I actually went home and I surprised my parents. And they were literally in shock. Like, my mom literally, she was just like, she's so proud of me. And that is like the best thing about doing all of this. I know it's like materialistic things, but it's like, where I come from, you don't drive a Benz like this, you know what I mean? So for me, surprising my sisters and my family and just showing them that it's possible really, really put everything into perspective, and it continues to motivate me to do what I do. And I'm just so proud of myself for just sticking it through, even though, oh my God, we're not gonna cry. We are not crying. If you are watching this, I honestly hope that this is a motivation for you. This is not just me showing you my new car and, you know, all of that. I actually want to motivate you guys to just see past your current circumstance, that it is possible for you, because I actually never ever imagined I will be in a position in my life where I am now to even afford a car like this. So I'm just sending so much success to you guys, and I hope that from this video you can see that it is also possible for you. I have honestly been loving it for the past couple of weeks. It has just been heaven. I've been wanting to drive it everywhere. On the first 2 days I charged it, no, on the first 3 days I charged it 3 times full tag, because it's not even a tag, like full charge, because I drove it, I basically drove it on the other side of London to show my friends, and then I also ended up going back home to drive it to show my family. And it's literally just been so crazy. It's honestly like the best experience. Every time I get into my car, I'm literally like, oh, I love this car. There's so much about this car that I want to tell you guys about. At night, I love that you can see like the Mercedes sign. I think that's kind of like a feature. I'm not sure. If you are thinking about buying the car, definitely ask the dealership that you're in if it does come with that feature, because I heard that it's like an added feature. I also have the hyper screen, which is so humongous that the people at the back can actually see. So when I went back home, I became the freaking taxi driver for my family, because my mom and dad were going to like a party. So they were like, oh, can you drop us off and pick us up? They literally loved it so much. But they were saying how they could literally see the screen from the back, and they also love the space. So with my Ford Fiesta, I could never like take anyone, like my parents, at the back. They always had to sit at the front. It was just all so weird, but it was so nice to have all my family in the car, and they could just like experience that. And I know that if we were to go on long drives, that we could all just be in one car and everyone would just like have a really great experience all round. And also at the front, part of the hyper screen, the passenger side, you can also like watch Netflix. I can install apps where the passenger next can basically do whatever they want and it wouldn't distract me. But the car also has this feature where if I'm driving and the person's watching and I get distracted and I end up looking at their screen turns off because it's like, it's distracting me from driving. There's just so many things about this car that I'm just like, oh my God, I love it so much. But yeah, I'm still discovering it. And if you guys know anything about it and you wanna, you know, tell me, do let me know down below. But I also want to finish this by saying thank you so much for you guys supporting me. You are the reason why I'm able to live a dream. Honestly, this is a dream for me, and getting this car is honestly means the world to me, and I appreciate you guys so much. Obviously, if you guys aren't subscribed to the channel, make sure you do. I have an exciting video coming out very soon. I can't wait for you to see, and yeah, lots of love, and I'll see you guys in my next video.